Bless you.
7:49. Brad Davies is in Houston. Good morning, Brad.
Hello, how are you guys?
Hello. How was your jog this morning, Brad Davies?
Well, actually, I called it off because there was some thunder and lightning.
Oh.
And Brad does not do lightning.
Listen, I got to tell you, you told me that yesterday that you, I can come on the air tomorrow, but let's see, I get up at 5 here and I jog and I'm usually done by 6. My
He's
jogging.
just jealous,
like,
Brad. He's just jealous.
Here I am eating a ham sandwich thinking,
It's fun. Actually, you get to the point where you actually look forward to doing it and you miss it. Like, I feel groggy today because I haven't done it, but like I said, I'm not running through lightning. That's my only rule.
I've been feeling groggy for the last decade. Okay, so listen, how about the fact that this team, this Syracuse team, and the fact that they're playing in your new hometown is incredible.
It's unbelievable. I mean, I had a chance to get tickets for the Final Four, like 3 or 4 months ago. I thought about it because, it's cool. It's cool that it's coming through town, but I've been to a couple already, and I didn't think Syracuse had a shot. So I just passed on the tickets, and I could have had them for relatively, cheap. I mean, probably like $75, something like that, a ticket. And so, I passed on it, didn't give it another thought, and then Syracuse gets into the tournament, and they win their first game, and then Michigan State loses, and things seem to line up for them to get to the Sweet 16, and then I'm thinking, yeah, but there's never, there's no way they're never going to make it.
Yeah.
And obviously they did, but it was just, it was stunning, and I got tickets, and so I'm set for Saturday.
So you'll be there.
And Monday.
So what did you pay, though, for this time around?
Okay, so this is I literally did not want to jinx. I'm one of those guys, me from way back.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I had my wife, she was in one chair, and then they started to come back, and I made her sit back in that chair and the whole thing. So I did not want to actually order the tickets until the bell sounded, until the final buzzer.
Yeah.
And so it's like literally when every other Syracuse fan in the world was celebrating, I immediately ran to my computer and I ordered tickets. And I paid, I think it was $672. So it actually wasn't that bad.
Well, it's funny because
it's 2 games on Saturday and the championship game on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's big.
It's not horrible.
Well, you could have got them for $75, though. I mean, I guess that's the thing.
No, that's horrible. I mean, that's certainly, hindsight being 20/20. But how could you, in a million years, how would you ever know that they were going to? It's such an improbable run. It was crazy.
Well, and isn't it amazing that talk about the real Cinderella story? This is incredible. What Boeheim has gone through, what this team has gone through, what Cooney and Benajay as seniors have had to go through because of all of this NCAA and these sanctions. I mean, and we all have said over the years, well, Syracuse is really good, but they, had a rough time or they had a rough run in the league tournament. But if they could just get on a run, anything could happen. And sure enough, that's what's going on right now.
What's funny is I was on the station I do part-time work for in Houston the other day, and that's what I said. I mean, I've been following Syracuse since, whatever. I was 8 or 9 years old, so, 1980, 81, when they first built the Dome, and my family had tickets and season tickets and all that.
Yeah.
And over the years, think about how many great teams Syracuse had that found a way to let us down or disappoint us somehow. And then this year, this is an unheralded group of guys. There's kind of a cloud over, the program. And so for them to actually put this kind of a run together, it says a lot about Boeheim. I kind of thought that was a witch hunt. And, Boeheim, he's done what an amazing job specifically in that Virginia game, but the whole tournament. And like you said, the seniors on this team, I mean, they definitely, they definitely deserve this because they've been great.
I don't know how you can't say that up to this point, Boeheim has not coached perfectly through this tournament.
No, I totally agree. I mean, every button he hits is the right button, and obviously in that Virginia game, when he went to the press, and then he knew exactly when to lay off.
Yeah.
And, at that point, I got a little nervous and thinking, oh, boy, you got your foot on their throat. You don't want to let them back in.
Right,
but,
I just said the same thing,
Yeah, but obviously he took the wind right out of their sails, and he threw their game off, and just amazing. Just an amazing job.
So let's talk about there are people from Syracuse that'll be coming down and from the area, and talk about what they can expect in Houston this weekend.
Houston's actually a pretty cool town. I mean, the only problem is Reliant Stadium, where the games are, it's in one location, and all the cool stuff is in another location. And they're about 20, 25 minutes apart. But if you go through the Galleria, and there's a lot of high-end shopping and food and the whole 9 yards. It's great. I want to say this, too, about Reliant Stadium as a venue for a championship game.
Yeah.
I've been to Final Fours before. The last one, I think, was in the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. These huge football-style stadiums, to me, it's not a great place to watch. It's a great place to watch a football game.
Right.
Not a great place to watch a basketball game because they're just so big.
Right.
It's almost ridiculous, I mean, my seats aren't great, so it's going to be tough to see, but I guess the point is just to be in the arena.
Yeah. And it's not like the Dome.
Amazing.
It's not like the Dome where they don't go the length of the football field. They go across and they cut the dome in half. Here, for a national championship game, they're the court will be the length of the football field.
I believe so. Yes, I can't remember. They were here, whatever they were here for the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Which was like 3 years ago. I'm pretty sure that's how they did it. But I know that's how they're going to do it on this weekend.
Right.
Because again, you want to sell more tickets, you got to get more people in there. So and it's tough. It shoots off. It throws off shooters. Their range.
Depth,
it's not like the Dome. The Dome is one thing, but this Reliant Stadium, it's huge. It is enormous.
Yeah. Okay, what do you think? How does Syracuse match up against North Carolina? As Andrew said, North Carolina is going to have to win for the third time this year. Yeah,
I mean, here's the thing, and that's always tricky, but it's not as tricky as we make it sound when one team is vastly superior. And I mean, obviously, North Carolina is a great team. That having been said, I think, the way Syracuse is playing, they're playing their best basketball of the year by far, and I feel like they can beat anybody. Will they? I mean, I wouldn't put the kids' college fund on it for sure, but I'll be rooting for them.
Pretty exciting. And the fact that you're down there and you can enjoy a little piece of up here down there is really
cool.
Yeah.
And like you said, a lot of Syracuse folks around or Utica folks or, folks from Central New York, and a lot of folks who went to the university are here and getting set to head over to Reliant Stadium. Later today, they do the shoot-around, and then obviously the game's on Saturday. So.
Listen, I just want to tell you and compliment you on the fact that you've not done what so many other people do when they move to Texas. Is I don't hear the drawl. There's no Brad with the cowboy hat.
No,
this is you.
They certainly know I'm not from around here. There's no doubt about that. Now, my wife, on the other hand, you have a conversation with her, and you'll hear a y'all. I mean, that's what people say, y'all. That's the thing. And so she'll slip that into conversation. But
it sounds like I
refuse.
You are refusing. That's it. You are consciously refusing.
That's right.
To
hold and tight.
Yeah, and I'm all for that. So another time,
still talking loud and talking with my hands. People know immediately I'm not from here.
Yes, he's Italian. You've heard of that. Okay, Brad, good stuff. Very excited.
Right,
maybe we'll hit you up again on Monday morning, hopefully with good news.
Sounds like a plan. Man. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks a lot. Brad and I did a lot of interesting things over the years when we worked together, and this was always a big day, April Fool's Day. And a few of the crazy April Fool's things that I've done in my career have been with Brad Davies.
And that's why he had to move to Houston.
Then he's gone now. He's just Witness Protection Program. Got a break at WIBX.